Hello everyone, this is Orc, and I'm going to be casting a 1 versus 1 between Duckload Ra, who's going to be spawning as the red Protoss in the 7 o'clock position, versus Merz, who's going to be the blue Terran in the 6 o'clock position. And I guess Duckload's probably more in about the 9 o'clock position, it's kind of hard to say. This is going to be Lost Temple. They are on the quick air attack spawn points, both here on one side, so we won't see the big giant map split that we often see in on this map. Lost Temple, like Metalopolis, a lot of times if you get the spawning, actually we might see it now that I think about it, just because they're on the both sides. Most likely not, though. But anyway, yeah, we do sometimes see the giant split on this map. Interesting pylon placement for Duckload here. I have often seen Duckload, when he's playing a Zerg opponent, he will often put his pylon right here, approximately, so that the ring of side power just barely comes up to the front door, so you can nicely wall that in and prevent the Zerglings from coming in. However, he's up against a Terran opponent, so he's not going to be doing that. Merz building a supply depot right here. You'll see a lot of high-level players build their first supply depot immediately next to their command center, and this SCV is sitting here waiting for that 150 and immediately starting that barracks. That gateway went down as well at 150, and Duckload has now sent out his scout. Let's see here. Merz is just taking his gas now. Let's get the production tab going on so we know what's going on. And just now Duckload has taken his gas as well. And I believe he's been chrono boosting probes out as soon as he can. Yep, using those chrono boosts on probes. Let's see. I'm very curious to see how both players open. Both players at the moment are just very standard openings. Duckload putting down some pylons so he has sight on the map. That's an awesome place to put a pylon. You can not only hide a little bit of tech over here if you need to, but now he can warp units down here on the low ground, which for reinforcing an army is going to be quite awesome because he can warp an entire army right here and then boom, right into the opponent's base. I mean, that's very, very close distances there. We've got a tech lab coming in now from Merz on that barracks after he got out his first Marine to be able to scare away the scout. The scout's not going to go what's going on here because it's going to get shot by this Marine. Runaway probe. Cybernetics core nearly halfway in now. Duckload, again, really like his pylon placement in this match. Looks like he's putting most of his core tech buildings over here. Oh, and he is putting another pylon down here, so he's going to be able to hide tech down here. That could be a problem for Merz. Hiding tech is always a nice thing. We got warp gate technology being researched. We have a Reaper on the way and concussive shells being researched. That Reaper could spell some trouble for Duckload. A reactor on the way now. He has his first Stalker coming out, and he does have his first Zealot out as well. That first Zealot appears to be moving out across the map to try to get a little bit more scouting information than that probe is able to. Reaper on the way now, jumping up here. He's about to jump up in the back of Duckload Ra's base. Duckload now has a robotics bay in the way. That first Marauder's coming out from Merz. Is he gonna get kills? Oh, there's one kill. Unable to kill that second probe. Only one kill on that Reaper. Duckload did a lovely job of booking this probe right here that has 4 HP out of there, saving his little butt. Robotics facility definitely coming in now. I find it interesting that Duckload went for his robotics facility before his second gateway. He's now thinking about his second gateway. Usually Duckload opens with 2-gate and robo. 3-gate robo is what he's going to this time. A lot of times we'll see Duckload with that 2-gate robo build. This is very, very Duckload build though. I really, really like his building placement. I mean, he's walled off this section here, so now units cannot run through there. Because of the gateways. Actually, there might be enough room for units to run right here. But then this robotics facility is about as far forward close to this door, close to the front door as you can be, giving the units quick reinforcement time. Stimpack being researched now. For Sentry is on the way, another barracks, and it looks like Merz is throwing down a command center to prepare to take an expo. We got a little group of units up here, a Reaper and Marauder and a couple Marines about to do a little push. Oh, is that Sentry just came out though? Throw down a force field to keep them from coming up here. Ew, that Stalker barely gonna escape. Is it gonna escape? Oh, Stalker goes down. Oh, and that Reaper's. Oh, man. A lot of damage here on Duckload. Oh my gosh, his units are up in Duckload's base. He needs to be doing something. 4 probes coming offline. Help defend this. Oh my. Is he gonna be able to defend this? It's probes are taking a lot of damage. Yeah, those probes are going boom. But able to push that attack out of the base. Using the Stalker to come over here and pick off a little more damage. He needs to pull those Zealots back. Pull those Zealots back. Oh, that Zealot's gonna die. Oh no, it managed to escape. Very, very, very good control there from both players. Trying to do damage. We look at the units lost down, and deck load is definitely down as far as the units lost is concerned. I'm gonna make that smaller. Production tab now. Stimpak is just finishing now. We've got a Warp Prism coming in from Duckload. Looks like he's about to get ready to come over here and do some harassment of his own. We've seen Duckload do all sorts of nice things with the Warp Prism. I imagine he's going to be taking these 3 Zealots and just dropping them over here. We've got a whole bunch more. Ooh, this is a fairly large force now of Marines and Marauders that look to be getting ready to move up into Duckload's base. Duckload is definitely in some trouble. An Immortal on the way now. That Sentry coming down here. Gonna pick off this Marine. Or, I'm sorry, not Sentry. Stalker gonna pick off this Marine. But that Stalker gonna be just mutilated by this giant force here. Oh my gosh, Duckload, what are you gonna do to fight this off? Force fielding the ramp to prevent it. Force field definitely does a good job of keeping things at bay. He does appear to be chrono boosting out one of his gateways. Is he going to get another Sentry out? I'm not sure what he's gonna do. I would expect to see another Sentry right now, just because of what he just had to fight off. But instead, he is over here. I'm sorry, I'm missing this. Let me back up just a hair. I missed that drop. I did not see that go down. Alright. So, here we are. La-da-da. We've got this reinforcements coming up, and I did not notice. Okay, so the Observer comes out. Let's go a little faster times 2. Faster times 2. Alright, let's slow it back down now. Alright, so now we've got this Warp Prism right at the same time that this Stalker is picking out this Marine and getting killed by this group, and this group's moving in the front door. We've got these Zealots in the mineral line of Merz from Duckload and warping in even more Zealots. So, definitely doing a fair amount of economic damage. All these SCVs have been forced to move mineral lines. And this large group here now is trying to move back and get out of there, but Duckload able to do a lot of damage, taking out that reactor perhaps. Is that reactor? Yeah, he's probably going to lose that reactor. Oh, he got the reactor on fire. I don't know if he's going to be able to successfully fully take out the reactor or not. But he is going to get these 2 supply depots for sure, and that reactor is probably going to go down. I'm not sure if he's going to be able to get that reactor or not. I imagine he will, and the reactor only has 15 health, but then getting that Warp Prism out of there to save those 4 Zealots. Only losing 2 Zealots in that attack. Yeah, that reactor went boom. So we got 2 supply depots and 2 reactors. Look at the units lost out. That definitely helped even things out a little bit. So Duckload is now sitting in a much, much better position. Rod does all sorts of different things. Getting robotics bay now, so we're going to see some Colossus pretty soon. He does not have a forge for the level 1 ground upgrade, though, so we're not going to see that. But, regardless, there's that typical pylon placement that I was talking about for Duckload right here, with that lovely band that just comes right up to the edge of that doorway. I love his psi overlinement here. Or, oh yeah, overlapping, perhaps is the proper word. Continuing to harass with the, excuse me there, fellow folks. Sorry, Duckload here, continuing to harass with this Warp Prism. I really like what he's doing here. Oh, can he warp Stalkers on the high ground? I don't know if you can warp Stalkers on the high ground there. If you can warp Stalkers on the high ground, that could be potentially bad. Dropping 1 Zealot into that mineral line. That Zealot is going to just be decimated by all of those Marauders. But dropping the other 3 in this mineral line, just continuing up that harassment, getting that, and then taking that Warp Prism on out of there. Really like that. But now Duckload has been able to expand and move his army down here because of all that. He is now getting extended thermal lines, and that first Colossus is on the way. Large ground force still just from Merz. He does not appear to be teching toward anything else at the moment. I don't know that he's going to be able to stay in the game. Now he has a factory and he's not throwing down a starport, but he stayed with the lower tech for a little bit too long, I think. Because at this point, as far as army size is concerned, Duckload is sitting in a much prettier spot. He's got 300 minerals more and like 400 gas more as far as army size is concerned. And that's simply because he's got the tech buildings. A robotics bay. Excuse me. Our robotics facility has been providing him with these tech units that our opponent just simply does not have. He is now getting the reactor on his factory. I'm sorry, not getting a reactor on his factory. He used the factory to build a reactor, but he's not going to be using the reactor on the factory. We've got Starkers on the high ground over here, picking things off. Oh, I like that. And scanning right there to try to see what was going on, unable to figure that out. Factory coming over here to help give sight to the high ground. And now he's going to be able to come over here and try to take these guys out. However, they're just going to be able to hop. No, they're not going to be able to hop up in the warp prism. Duckload now looking to take his third, it looks like. I got an SCV over here doing some sort of scouting to find out what's going on over there. And that factory... Oh, dropping those... Oh, I like that. Dropping those Zealots right on top of those Marauders to try to cause some damage. You have to excuse me for a moment, guys. My phone's ringing. I'm going to pause the video. Alright, sorry about that. I am back now. I'm going to resume that video. So, we've still just got that one Stalker on the high ground. That Warp Prism is now trying to get out of dodge. I'm definitely going to probably try to save those units. Very nicely, just poking harass, poking it out, poking it out there by Duckload. I really like that. Merz is moving out with this large ground force now. Ooh, he's gonna be in trouble when he hits this little Colossus ball. 2 Colossus, 2 Sentry. Oh, look at those guys just get melted. Melted. Oh, how sad for them. And Duckload, not gonna push. But he is gonna continue to harassment. He knows that he is sitting pretty right now. I mean, oh, this large army moving out once again. And Duckload dropping in the main base, causing some damage. Well, and this army pulling back now. Oh my, Duckload now warping things in here in the mineral line. Oh, what is he warping in the mineral line? More Zealots, warping some more Zealots into the mineral line. So these 3 Zealots that are all weak are going to be able to sit over here and help hold off the army. Where did the army go? I don't know where his army went. There's his army. And all those SCVs transferring down now. And look at the damage being done. These Colossus are just poking their head up here, and the Colossus are going to run away and save themselves. Oh, wow. Duckload still has a Warp Prism here, warping in units. Oh, that Warp Prism went boom. That Warp Prism went boom quick. However, we look at the units lost tab now, and Duckload is definitely ahead in the units lost tab. Income-wise, he's also definitely ahead. Doing front assault here. Force field's going up a little bit. And, ooh, it does not look like he's going to be able to break the front line of Merz here with this line. He is doing a lot of damage, but I don't know if he's going to be able to break it. Those Colossus are just kind of taking the damage. They just didn't quite have the ground army to back him up, but I mean, he's still doing a lot of damage here. Moving in. His opponent is running out of units to fight him with. But it does look like that other Colossus is probably going to go down as soon as these units get back over here. And yeah, there goes that Colossus. Vikings in the air now to help try to deal with the Colossus. They're a little bit too late, though. But Merz now moving out with this group. Somehow able to defend that attack from Duckload. I don't really know, but Duckload now has a 6 gate going on, and he is taking his 3rd Expo. Merz is also looking to take his 3rd goal at Expo. But he's behind Duckload. Duckload's definitely ahead right now. Just continuing to warp in units, reinforce his army, getting more Colossi. He does know that his opponent has Vikings. His opponent has 4 Vikings now. Oops, I just hit the button to do that. Let's go ahead and pull that all the way back up to where we were. Sorry about that, folks. That's why I like to keep that thing minimized. There we go. Oh, and this is that big attack, I think? Yeah, this is that big attack we witnessed. So we're just going to go faster ×4. Boop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doop. Immortals dying. Colossus are going to be dying. Oh, boom goes Colossus. Oh, this attack failed. It did a lot of damage, but it failed ultimately. I did not notice, folks, that we do have the Zealot Charger and the ground level weapons 1 being upgraded there during that. We are caught back up here now. Maybe not quite. Let's go faster ×4 again for just a second here. He's gonna blow up those rocks. And now we're caught up. That's right where we left up. Yeah, we do have the Zealot Charge. We got ground level infantry weapons 1 from the Terran player as well. Getting a Ghost Academy now. And another starport. Interesting choice on the Ghost Academy. Maybe we might see some nukes. We got Templar Archives. We're going to have some Sky Storms going on. We got Colossus going on. We got Seism. We got a big, huge attack group here moving out. Oh, but they are stopped by the sight of that army. Pretty formidable army, if you ask me. And yeah, he's going to choose to sit at home instead. Oh, it looks like he's going for a drop instead, actually. Using a factory scout over here to see what's going on. Duckload knows something's up, and he is looking to do a drop of his own again. He's going to do more harassment with his Void Prism. And the dropships are going to cross paths. What happens here? Duckload, seeing that, and immediately moving his giant army back up here. Warping in units, moving those probes out of there. Oh, High Templar being warped in now. These High Templar are probably going to get off some storms. Let's see it. And Size Storm's going on. Oh, no, not doing Size Storms, but rather taking the energy away from those medevacs. Very nice. Feedback. We've got a Zealot here that's doing all sorts of damage, but those Vikings were able to pretty quickly deal with that. But all these SCVs have almost no life at this point. They just need to get a life, man. Duckload has sending the Zealot down here to try to stop the expansion. Oh, Zealot's not going to get there in time. This Zealot was trying to run in here and delay that expo a little bit. But he is going to come over here and kill this SCV. And this one probably. And that Zealot's now paid for itself. How lovely. Duckload now looks to be moving out with this giant army. There's a pretty good group of Marauders and Marines here, though. Not entirely sure who will win if there is a confrontation. These Vikings are going to make it very difficult for Duckload to get efficient use out of his Colossus. Building another Colossus yet still, though. He's just continuing to pop out Colossus. As long as he gets enough charge lots and stalkers, then he should be able to deal with the Void, or with the Colossus. I'm sorry, not the Colossus, the Vikings, no problem, because the Size Storms can pretty quickly deal with Vikings. I mean, in general, the Size Storms from Duckload can be very devastating. I've seen him do immense amounts of damage, but the players now having their gold up and populated. And now Duckload is going to take his fourth. But we've also got Merz taking a fourth. Look, ooh, Duckload is preparing to take a fourth and a fifth, throwing down pylons at both these bases now so that he can just warp in units wherever he needs. This is definitely turning into a long macro game. Whew, excuse me a moment. We got a cloak. We got a ghost on the way and a cloak on the way for that ghost, along with infantry weapons level 1, or sorry, infantry armor level 1. We've got ground weapons level 2 for Duckload coming in now. Looks to be pressing now. Not entirely sure. Yeah, he is definitely pressing. Psystorm going down on that group of Marauders. Those Marauders, oh wow, mutilated. Pulling back now, trying to avoid those Vikings. Those Vikings are definitely a problem. Oh, losing a Templar, losing some Psystorms coming in now. And, oh my gosh, this is just a heck of a battle. Very hard to say. Going back and forth now between the two players. Getting a couple successful Psystorms off there. A lot of damage over all of these Vikings now. Excuse me, I needed a beverage. We have two Archons now that have been warped in. Archons are very powerful against Terran. Oh my gosh, and we're going to have an engagement here. These Vikings are probably going to pretty quickly take down these Colossus. These Colossus are not going to last long against the Vikings. But the charge lots are just killing everything very quickly. Look at those units melt up, but with the medevac support still somehow able to survive. We do still have an attack force being pressed in here from Duckload, though, and he is very close to being able to defeat this army. Oh, Psystorm doing a lot of damage there. That was a very nice Psystorm. Oh my gosh, now Merz has no army almost. He has 4 Marauders versus the Colossus and these couple things here. No more Vikings to deal with this guy, but he did focus fire it down. Wow. And we got that 6-gate warping in more Zealots for Duckload. Duckload down coming over here to try to take out these expansions. Gonna try to this one is a planetary fortress, though. He's not going to be very successful at taking out a planetary fortress right now. Not with that army. That army cannot take on a planetary fortress. Not at all. Duckload now going to pull back, realizing that he needs to take a fourth and fifth of his own, probably. He either needs to attack right now and finish it off, or he needs to take a fourth and fifth of his own. Sending a probe over here to take a fourth of his own. I don't think he's going to go for a fifth. He is going to go for a fifth, along with two more gateways. So Duckload trying to stay ahead in the macro game. Both players' macro is pretty good right now. I mean, if we look at the food count, we look at units. I'm sorry, that's not the one I want. Where's the one I want? Army tab. That's the one I want. We look at the food count now. They're pretty much dead even. Wow. Yeah, almost dead even. The blue player currently has a larger army though, and Duckload's the one attacking. But he's attacking with all these zealots. These zealots are just minerals. They're coming from that gold expansion. He's just pumping units out of that to try to cause some damage. Wow, He's getting a fair amount of damage off here. But those marauders, good marauder micro, they're able to pretty much just destroy a lot of those charge lots. Oh my gosh, those charge lots now. Oh, wow, that Colossus got taken down quickly. And most of those marauders taken down as well, though. But, oh my gosh, actually, yeah. But the small force arm of units being able to be that taken down, that target firing down that Templar. That is unfortunate for Duckload. That Templar had almost full energy. That's a lot. That was definitely some potential side storm. A very good move from Merz to target fire that thing down. Running around here trying to keep the Zealots from just doing the damage that they're doing. This Stalker is single-handedly taking out that command center. Is Duckload going to continue to press the assault? That is a good question. Transferring probes over now. He is causing a lot of damage. A lot of damage. That Archon trying to run away. Run away, Archon, run away! I don't think that Archon's gonna escape. Yeah, that Archon did not escape. But Duckload is, if we look at income tab, Duckload is ahead right now. He has about 300 minerals a minute more income than his opponent. But that might be because of this base. He has a lot of drones right here, or a lot of probes right here. Very oversaturated at this moment right here. Yep, and he's gonna transfer all those probes over to this expo, which just came up, but it did not just come up actually at all, because it's got 50 energy on it. So that expo which has a lot of energy on it. He has a lot of energy on his nexuses in general at the moment. But he's got four nexuses. I don't really know how much chrono boosting. 5 nexuses, sorry. So I don't really know what all he needs to be chrono boosting. He's doing a lot of chrono boosting as it is. We've got level ground weapons 3 from the from Duckload now. Another planetary fortress warping in. Where is that planetary fortress being built? Planetary fortress looks to be being finished now. No, I don't know where that last planetary fortress just came in. Probably this one. It's probably this one. Oh, sorry, big fight going on here. These charge lots are going to try to catch up to those marauders. That concussive shell is definitely slowing them down. Throwing off some psi storms. Wow. The psi storms did more damage to his zealots than anything. Oh, I don't know, Duckload. I don't know about that one. That was a lot of psi storm damage to his own units. Moving in here now with a bunch of Templar, a bunch of zealots. Templar coming around here to the back. Oh, and psi storming on that huge group, though. Oh my gosh, all those marauders just getting psi stormed to death pretty quickly. And Merz GG's. Well played, he says. GG. Good luck in the tournament to Duckload, he says. That was an intense game. Came down to some psi storm action. But these poor zealots. Oh, they got the crap psi stormed out of them. Anyway, my name is Orkin, everyone. I hope you enjoyed this cast. Please give me a thumbs up, subscribe, comment, all those great things, and I will see you all next time.